Hey you guys, welcome to Daily Alison. Today is the day where I am going to answer your questions. Sort of like the other days when I answer your questions, but it's a little bit more special because damn it, why is today more special? Oh, it's Thursday. I'm wearing makeup because I'm going out tonight. But that's not, it's like special for my face, but it's not really special for you since I'm always a vision of beauty. I don't know. Stick a pin in this one. Let's come back to it. Okay, questions. Let's just see here. What is on your mind? Prototype Demo says, what's the worst injury you've ever had? When I was a wee child of 8, I guess, I broke some ribs while I was horseback riding. And that sucked. Okay. And Mikey Rosen, who is not related to me, that I know of, says, would you date a guy who plays the banjo? It is a prerequisite, actually. Okay. Jacob Jackson says, which field is tougher, journalism or modeling? I'm sure that a lot of like tall, skinny bitches are gonna get on my ass for saying this, but I'm gonna have to say that journalism is harder. Because, and here again is where I anger endomorphs. Is that what they're called? What are those people who have the running hips? Not ectomorphs, because that's like round people like me, but hexamorphs, omnimorphs, some kind of morphs. Sorry, morphs, but here's what's a lagomorph? I think it's a rabbit. My point is, I believe that journalism is harder because you have to constantly be using your brain. Okay, I'm sorry, that was rude, and I take it back. Jacob Jackson also says, can a sheep smile? I'm not smiling now, just to avoid any jokes. I don't know. Ooh, which is Jacob Jackson? There's like a flurry of questions from him. He also says, which is better, peanut butter or mustard? Mustard. And now, incidentally, my friend Natalie Del Conte loves peanut butter. That's like her favorite dessert. And I don't even like it as a non-dessert. I don't think of it as a dessert, and I don't like it that much. I don't hate it, but I just like mustard better. Okay. Lugnut6 says, what's the future like for you? You've conquered almost every media. What's left? The world of modeling. CCP Assassin asks, if you could go see any band tonight, dead or alive, past or present, who would it be? Excellent question. And I can't narrow it down to just one band, so I'm going to say a few, because that's the kind of asshole I am. I would see Jeremy Enoch. I would see the Thermals. I would see Morphine. And maybe I would see Far. So I'm going to tell you about these people. Jeremy Enoch was the singer of Sunny Day Real Estate, and he put out a solo album called Return of the Frog Queen, which remains one of my favorite. Oh, or Emmylou Harris. I might see Emmylou Harris. Yeah, but Jeremy Enoch's Return of the Frog Queen remains one of my favorite albums ever. Thermals are still around and still playing. In fact, I follow them on Twitter, and I love them. Morphine are no more because the singer died of a heart attack. On stage, I think. Isn't that gnarly? Oh, funny side note, I was out with my friend the other night, and I was telling a story, and all of a sudden I said, I know, gnarly. And she looked at me like, who are you? And I said, I'm from California, it comes out sometimes. It wasn't rad. And then, who else? Oh, Far. Okay, the singer of Far is this guy, Jonah Matranga, and he still plays. I wonder if I follow him on Twitter. I bet he's on Twitter, because he's wordy. But yeah, Far are not together anymore. And then Emmylou Harris, you know who that is. Okay, or you should. Trey Hefe Eric says, do you think that the nose tingling you've had for the past 2 days could be an early sign of nasal cavity cancer? Well, thanks! And no, I don't think so. I think it's just some weird nerve pain. Let's see if there's any more questions on here that deserve my answering. And while I do that, I'm just going to talk. But what am I going to, how are you guys doing? I'm going to do this thing that people do, which is where they ask you a question, but they aren't listening. Some people call it conversation. Oh, Ted B. Goodlove asked a couple days ago, but in preparation for any segment where I'm doing this, do you have any idea of the actual number of Rosen fans out there? Any unscientific polling that you've done? Well, there's me, there's my family, there's Ted, there's Joe, there's Boinkety, there's the Von Trapps, so that's 7 more. There's the people from just the 10 of us, the Lubbocks, so that's 10 more. There's John and Kate plus 8, so that's 10 more. I don't watch the show. Do they have 8 kids or do they have 6? If it's plus 8, you know. I lost track of the math. Alright, now some questions also came in on Facebook, so I'm going to just quickly go over there. You guys, I'm totally good at using a computer. Here I go. Looking at the questions on Facebook. Now I'm just looking at you. Making eyes at you. Just kidding. Just crossing one eye. Okay. Mark Allen Durham says, have no idea what show you're on or what the topic is. The show is the Daily Alison and the topic is me. Duh. Jonathan Vanasco says, what does it feel like to be so beautiful? Feels good. No, I don't really know. I think I've said this before, and I don't mean to sound like one of those people who sounds like this, but I don't think of myself as beautiful. I think of myself as gorgeous, so I don't know how much that applies. He also says, are you starting to get creeped out by your friends' witty, overly patronizing jokes? No, never. Never. I never would. Probably. And that's all I have time for, because that's all I can find on here. You might hear something boiling. I'm boiling something. Alright, you guys, this was fun. Thank you for sending in your questions, and you just stay right there until I put up another episode of this show, because I want to make sure that you don't go anywhere, because you're shifty. Alright, I love you guys. Bye.